My sister mouthed, "Don't eat the cake," right as Mom handed me a slice. The plate was already in my hands. Mom was smiling, that wide, perfect smile she used for company and church functions. My sister Becca stood behind her, eyes huge, shaking her head so slightly I almost missed it. I froze with the fork halfway to my mouth. Mom tilted her head. "What's wrong, sweetheart? It's your favorite, chocolate with raspberry filling." I set the fork down and said my stomach felt weird from lunch. Mom's smile flickered for just a second, 1 second, then it was back. "That's fine, honey. More for the rest of us." She took the plate and walked back to the kitchen. Becca grabbed my wrist and pulled me toward the stairs. Her hand was ice cold. 3 hours earlier, I'd come home from basketball practice to an empty house, or what I thought was empty. I heard Mom's voice coming from the basement, which was strange because Mom never went down there. She said the dampness triggered her migraines. I crept down the first few steps and listened. She was on the phone, speaking in a voice I'd never heard before. Flat, almost mechanical. "The policy pays out triple for accidental death. No, I've done the research. Certain compounds are undetectable after 48 hours. My chest seized. I couldn't breathe. Becca's been asking too many questions, and David's starting to look at me the way his father did. David, that's me. I backed up the stairs without making a sound. I grabbed my bike and rode for an hour, trying to convince myself I'd misheard. But I knew what I heard. My mother was planning to kill us. Becca found me in my room later. She shut the door and sat on my bed. "You heard her too, didn't you?" I couldn't speak. She nodded like my silence was answer enough. "I found things, David. In her closet. Printed articles about poisons that mimic heart attacks. A burner phone with texts about Dad's life insurance. Did you know Dad didn't have a heart attack?" I felt the room spin. Dad died 4 years ago. I was 12. The doctor said it was sudden cardiac arrest. Completely unexpected for a healthy 41-year-old. "She killed him," Becca said, "and she collected $800,000. Now she's running out of money, and we're worth more to her dead than alive." I wanted to scream at her that she was crazy, that Mom loved us, but Mom had just talked about compounds that were undetectable. Mom had just called me a problem. Downstairs, I could hear Mom humming while she baked, the same song she always hummed when she was happy. I used to love that sound. Becca pulled out her phone and showed me photos she'd taken of Mom's hidden documents, insurance policies on both of us, search histories about untraceable poisons, texts to someone saved as M discussing dosages and timing. The most recent text was from this morning. Tonight, the birthday cake. Both of them. My birthday was 3 days away, but Mom had said she wanted to celebrate early since Becca was leaving for college. Orientation on Friday. She'd insisted on making my favorite cake herself. Said it was a special family occasion. I looked at Becca. "What do we do?" She was already dialing. "I called Aunt Patricia from school. She's waiting at the corner. We walk out the front door right now. We don't pack. We don't explain. We just leave." Mom appeared in my doorway. She wasn't smiling anymore. "What are you two whispering about?" Becca stood up slowly. "Nothing. We were just coming down for cake." Mom's eyes moved to Becca's phone, to my face. Something shifted in her expression. A calculation happening behind her eyes. "You know," she said softly, "I've given everything for you two. My youth, my marriage, my entire life, and neither of you has ever appreciated it." She stepped into the room. "Your father didn't appreciate me either. Always working. Always putting you first. Never seeing what I needed." I grabbed Becca's hand. Mom blocked the door. "The cake is still downstairs. Why don't we all go have some together, as a family?" Becca's phone buzzed. A text from Aunt Patricia. "I see her car. Coming to front door now." The doorbell rang. Mom's head snapped toward the sound. We ran. We shoved past her and flew down the stairs. Aunt Patricia was already inside, car keys in hand. "Get in the car. Now." Mom screamed something behind us, but we didn't stop. We didn't look back. The police found the cake that night. The lab results came back in 6 days. Enough concentrated oleander to stop 4 hearts. Mom's trial lasted 3 weeks. She never admitted to killing Dad, but the prosecution built a case anyway. New tests on Dad's preserved tissue samples. Her search history going back 5 years. The texts to M, who turned out to be a man she'd met online who helped people solve problems. She got 45 years. No possibility of parole. Becca and I live with Aunt Patricia now. Sometimes I still hear Mom humming that song in my dreams. I wake up grateful I never took that bite.